This can go out of the way for now. I just love them. It's got nothing to do with I know I don't need them. I just like them and they make me smile. Should just go get my anything else we want. I like these ones. We'll see if we get time for them. If we don't, we don't. Okay, well, give it another minute, and then I'm just doing it because I'm here for me, and whoever shows up, shows up. I don't. None of that matters. For those that are probably going to watch this as a video, I'm going to start here in a minute. I'm just sorry. Good morning. Good morning, Ashley. I'm just kind of getting organized. We gave it a minute, but I know a lot of people watch this as a video instead of live, which is okay with me. I'm just trying to get a little organized. It's a little chaotic here as I'm getting ready to move. Where? I'm not exactly sure. Wherever it is, God's going to send me that way. Good morning from Biz. It's a little chaotic, but it doesn't matter. I'm coming in and I'm showing up for myself no matter what. And then along the way, people are going to watch it as a video. I know they like to come back and watch it because we all have, or at least check out the parts of it. So I'm not struggling. I'm just trying to get everything going. Good morning, John. So anyways, I just have to keep an eye on my phone because I'm waiting for a phone call, and it's an important phone call, so hopefully I can get through this peacefully and fairly quickly. I don't like to rush too much, but because I know what Spirit wants to give with the message, that's the message Spirit wants to give. But no matter what chaos is going on in my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, I'm going to be grateful every single day because no matter what happens, God protects me. God has saved me from a million other things because, one, I believe. Two, I treat people the way I want to be treated. Good morning, not Claire. Not Claire. I like that. And Big Daddy, good morning. So yeah, even in the chaos, no matter what's going on in our world, we need to take the moment to understand that right here and now, in the here and now, we are safe. We are always safe, and we are always loved. And if we allow that to happen, we can't get in a place of fear or anxiety or self-sabotage mode or any of those things. We're not in survival mode, so then our ideas come a lot easier to us when we take that time to be of service and service to ourselves first. When I'm here, I'm being accountable for my own self because we're creating better habits, and when you have to deprogram yourself along the way, it's a lot. It can be very much a lot. So what I'm doing now is I'm showing up for myself, and I'm okay. We're gonna keep that one out because apparently that one wanted to go flying. So along the way, no matter what happens, there's a moment we can sit down and be grateful, and no matter what our situation. Good morning, Marilyn, and good morning, Chloe. So, no matter what chaos is going on, no matter who does what, good morning, White Witch. I love your name. No matter what happens, we have to take that moment to celebrate ourselves, because at the end of the day, we're the ones that show up. We're the ones that overcome these challenges. We're the ones that 9 times out of 10 show up for a million other people, and at the end of the day, when we need the help, people are nowhere around. And I'm sure that is, I'm not the only one, and I'm sure many people have been through it. So that's when we have to start realizing, good morning, Michaela and Omar. That's when we have to start realizing that when we show up for ourselves, even if we put half as much energy as we did to these other people, to ourselves, not only do we fill our own cup, we recognize what our true power is, and we get stuck in a state of survival mode because everyone drains us, and we're not filling our own cup, and they're not pouring back into us. So we're just giving and giving and giving until we're completely depleted. Good morning, Gazelle and Jit, and Joan. Good morning. So the reason I'm showing up here, one, is I decided to create a space for me where self-care is truly important, and in doing that 21 days at a time, we're creating better habits. So when you get rid of all the other habits, and I don't care what the habit is, it could be smoking, drinking, drugs, could be negative thinking, it could be a million things. So there's not just one thing, but to get rid of them is very difficult to reprogram our brains. Good morning, Marcus and Manu and Bee Queen. Welcome. So in this moment, no matter what's going on, I think I'm day 5 of a day 7 eviction notice. Still waiting for income to come in. It's coming. Thank you, Spirit. It's coming, and I know it's coming, but got about 2 days before the sheriff can come literally carry me out of here. So I got everything packed up and ready to go. I've done the legwork, all of the things that I can do on my end. And now it's just wait. I've given it to God, and I'm not going to sit here anxious and upset and worried, because I know damn well I did everything I could possibly do. Good morning, I love cats. My daughter would just absolutely love that. She wants a cat so bad. Thank you, Spirit. And welcome. Ooh. So yeah, we just, no matter what happens in this world, once you do everything you can do, and as you learn lessons and ascend and raise levels, you learn all the ways to overcome all these things. And people don't seem to realize that there's always another option, and there's always another way. And sometimes you don't understand that until you sit with yourself. Thank you, Spirit. When you're stuck in survival mode, you see this way or this way, and that's it. And neither one ever benefits you, right? It's always a worst case scenario, you know, the best of the worst case scenario, and nobody wants that. Welcome back, Marilyn. Thank you for, are those hearts or flowers? Thank you, I love them. Good morning, Nikki and Life. So anyways, what I'm saying is, no matter what happens, I'm not about to cry about the situation that I'm in. It wasn't my fault. And do I have accountability? Of course. You know, I lost my job. I didn't do anything to deserve that. But at the end of the day, I'm sure my thoughts and my anxiety and all of that manifested this, along with people projecting onto me. So my accountability lies where, thank you, Spirit, where I focused on the negative so much. I allowed this to kind of come into existence, because when people project it onto you, it doesn't mean it's yours, but it means that you have to sort through it, and you have to transmute it into something more positive. And I struggled with that for a long, long time, because when you come from being raised from a narcissistic abuse household from all kinds of, from one extreme to the other. Thank you, Spirit. You walk right into the next. You don't understand what safety is, okay? And you actually become so used to the chaos that you think that's the only way to live. And you're stuck in lack mentality. You're stuck in all these things where you're boosting everybody else up. And it's a hard time to get through. But if you start showing up for yourself, and you can really make drastic change. Thank you, Spirit. Good morning, Alyssa. And once I learned that, I've learned how to fill my own cup at the end of the day, no matter what happens, no matter who does what in this world, no matter who comes at me, no matter what you send my way. I'm going to do everything that I've learned through experience, my end, what I've been taught. And that shows the universe and that shows God that I learned the lessons and that I am actively learning. And thank you, Spirit. And when I do the legwork, what I can do in these situations, then I give it to them. And I know I have faith because I know how many times they've showed up for me in life when there's times where I should have never made it. I should have been dead 100 times over. And no, I'm not exaggerating, 100 times. Like, it's really, if you want to know my story, you can go look at my videos in the beginning. Go back a year or so, a little over a year and a half. Good morning, Sabs and Forrest. 10:44 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. You can definitely go back and look, and you can see for yourself. And that's not even all. It's just a drop in the bucket of the things I've overcome. And I'm not trying to brag myself up or anything, but at this point, I've become a master at overcoming adversity, to say the least. And I did it so long with an empty cup, and I mean empty, totally empty, and all that did was beat me down. So if I can do anything else in this world, I want to show others how to fill their own cup, or at least get them started, right? I don't have all the answers. I only know what worked for me, but I know that the people that will resonate with me will understand how hard it is to make that step. I would always do it, and then something would come up, all this chaos, thank you, Spirit, all of it would come up, and you throw your stuff to the side. Oh, well, I have no time for that. I have to do this. I have to do that. And you kind of throw away your own self, because everyone did that to you your whole life. That's what you're used to, right? It's not okay. Good morning, Konda and Aisha. I hope I'm pronouncing these right. And Lynn. If not, respectfully correct me. I'll do my best to fix it. Now, the reason I'm saying these things and I'm trying to explain it is because it takes 5 minutes. And if we can take 10 minutes to get out of our heads and get out of the anxiety, that stuff's going to be there always in this world. Good morning, Paul. It's always going to be there. No matter what we do, if we let that drown us, then we don't allow ourselves to see all of the paths. And when we speak to, if we look inward and we start showing up for ourselves, our angels, our spirit team, God shows up for us. The universe will weave a web of just unbelievable things to create miracles that you can't even imagine. And my whole life is a living testimony of that. The stories I could tell and the absolute insanity that I've survived and overcome is pretty wild. I could tell stories after stories after stories, and they're all because of miracles that the universe sent my way. I would not have been here today 100% sure if it wasn't for God. So it doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what class, what creed, what anything you are. I don't care who you are. This is a safe space, and I give love. Thank you, Spirit. And when you come in, I don't care if it's for 1 minute or 10 minutes, a small message. When you leave with a piece of love and a little bit of strength from my unending well. Okay, it's always overflowing. Because now that I've learned the calm in the storm the calm and the chaos, all of those things. I've learned how to fill my own cup and be my own biggest fan. And me showing up here is making myself accountable so I can show up and see just the person that I deserve to be, the person that I've been manifesting my whole life, and I'm getting closer and closer every single day. I just want to help others along the way, and if I have nothing else to give, I have my love, unconditional love, with no expectations. I give it because that's what I have to give, and it doesn't matter what happens along the way. I just want to help people take a few moments to find ways to start their own self-care, self-love regimen, and we can do it cheap, okay? Whether it's a $4 painting that you paint by number, taking that time, because when you start it, it's just about getting your mind out of all of the chaos, right? I didn't have money. I had this one for a while, and I just put it to the side because I had too much going on and kept, I'll do it later. And then when all this chaos started to set in this last time, I was like, no, this is a test. And this is a test of what I've learned. We already know that I can be calm and I can overcome anything. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Immature. But along the way, my biggest test was how could I be calm in the middle of the storm? How could I find my peace and understand that I am the stability? Will I ever? I don't know. Welcome. So yeah, anyways, it doesn't matter what you do. It's just taking that moment. Like, I literally made coasters out of old cardboard that was going in the garbage. I make my little wands just because I love them, and small little ones for your purse. I make my jewelry. I make earrings. It's not. I make my own teas. I made my face mask, which is kind of what we're going to be doing today. I do it every day. And yes, on here I'm talking and pulling cards and stuff, but the whole idea is that you can do it at home. You can use it every single day. It's not going to hurt your skin. And if you're allergic to honey, don't do it. Or allergic to turmeric, don't do it. But we'll find another one for you. But it's just a very simple way, and for that 10 or 15 minutes that you have it on your face, you can put your little cucumber slices on your eyes and pretend you're at a spa. You can pretend you're at on a beach somewhere, wherever you deserve to be, and wherever your calm place, your peaceful place is, and just dream and imagine all the things that you absolutely deserve to have. And when you start doing that, you start to get the moments to go inward and truly start believing in yourself and just get curious. When we get curious, we allow ourselves to go inward and see all of the things that we actually want to have. And when you're stuck in survival mode, it's a little hard to do that. You can't ever see a way out, and you become trapped in your own mind. Oh, well, I did this, I must have deserved this, and that. No, you can change any moment of any day. Literally, thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Linguini. Oh, you're going to make me hungry. But we can literally change our destiny. We can change anything. We can change our path. We can change our mindset at any second of any day. It just takes one moment, okay, to start getting curious and start going inward, and then we can see the places that we need to heal. And when we start healing those places, we become stronger, and we become so much stronger that there's nobody on the planet that can stop us. And we don't look to other people for validation. We go inward, and that's when the universe and our angels and God and our spirit team start showing up and actually showing us exactly the things that we really deserve. And they start sending in the ideas, and we can quiet our mind and recognize that all of our strengths and all of the things that we can do, and we all have something that is our absolute strength that we can give to the world. In one way, shape, or form. And it might take a little while, and as you heal and you get rid of fear and don't allow any of that stuff to stop you, then you have the opportunity to absolutely be strong and be fearless and just go and do whatever it is that you want to do, right? Me right now, I'm doing this because if I can sit here doing my face mask or whatever, then it doesn't matter. I'm showing up for myself, but I'm literally showing somebody else out there who just needs a little place to start, a little idea. I can't afford it, I can't do this, but we can take 15 minutes out of the day. You know, there's somewhere in the day, it doesn't matter where it is, whether it's the morning, the night, doesn't matter when it is. Take 15 minutes and do something to celebrate ourselves. Does it have to be a face mask? No. This is just one of the ideas. And along the way, we're going to change it. And each time, you know, I've been start doing this. And I've been doing this every day for 19 days, I think. And it's about creating the habit. And after the 21 days, then I'll be doing it in the morning before I come on here, and there'll be a new habit, because we're going to fill our life with healthy habits and start as small as it takes. It doesn't matter. So right now, you know, I have a bright yellow face, and I'm just sitting here. But if I was you and I was home, I would be kicked back with a cucumber on my eyes and literally just chilling, wondering what I want to be, or what I could be, or where I'm going to be, and like all of it, just let my imagination run wild. Just get inquisitive, and that's really truly how we start our self-love journey. It doesn't matter what it is, just meditate, find something, exercise. You don't have to always sit still. You could go, like, whatever it is that makes you change the energy and switch it up and do something that you can go kind of, I want to say, on autopilot, 10:55 on the clock. On autopilot, where your mind quiets and the outside world can't get in for that little moment in time. Let your mind wander, and don't tell it where to go. Just let it wander, and you would be so surprised the things that the universe, that God, your angels, your ancestors want to tell you. You just have to hear it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to read some of these, and just a little motivation. I know a lot of people pop in and out, and I understand that it is a little chaotic. I'm waiting on phone calls. I got a lot of things going on, because we got 2 more days, possibly 2 more days. Who knows if they're going to try some sneak stuff. I'm trying to be prepared for everything, but I'm not about to worry about it. So, thank you, Spirit. Good morning, Sabhana. Okay, so I'm going to read these and just motivational messages as we go through. Sometimes Spirit channels some messages, and there's a moment where I have to stop and say what they want me to say. And, you know, we go from there. If that happens, it happens. If not, Spirit lets me speak from my heart and pull the cards that matter. Thank you, Spirit. Otherwise, but if there's a message that somebody needs to hear, it will come very quickly. I've learned that. And as I get more grounded and better in listening, I become a very, very clear channel. So if somebody needs to hear it, you're going to hear it. So as people pop in and out, that's how it happens. If Spirit says they need to hear this message, thank you, Spirit. That's what's going to happen. Welcome, Daniel and Diva and Madge. So I'm going to read these couple, and then I'll pull the gratitude cards, and then we can go wash this off, and that's when I kind of do my affirmations and my gratitude. I do it all the time, but I like to do that and keep it pretty simple. So if we got to start at the smallest point, it doesn't matter. Wherever we can get started, where we're finding things to be grateful for. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Kelly and Tamara. And if I miss anybody along the way, I really am sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I want to see everybody come in, even for a moment, and just take a little love and strength with them so they can share it on to somebody else along the way. We're planting seeds is what's happening here. Even if you don't care enough to do it, or if you're a professional at doing it, planting the seed also allows you to share with other people in your life that maybe could use just a little leg up or a little hand learning how to do that. Because, and we can't force people, but if we give them the information or just give ideas, you would be surprised how many people just want to learn and just want to know where to start. Everybody gets so lost in the chaos and in the ideas and the what can I do now, that they just don't start. And I know, because I was that person for a very long time. So the smallest things we can do just to create that ideas or that little spark in people, and that's my goal throughout the day, no matter what. Welcome, Cherise. Okay, so there comes a point when we have to say, I'm here to love my life and figure out who I am, not who you think I should be. And that's Sharon Pearson. Set your intention for the day. What can you do today to be your most authentic self? And that's what I'm learning every single day. For the most part, I had been my authentic self, even though I might have been my most authentic triggered self or my most authentic traumatized self. Thank you, Spirit. I always really struggled, but where I would always get in trouble is because I would speak my truth, and I would do these things, and people would get very, very mad at me and very upset. I would never fit in the box. So, and I'm not going to be mad at those selves because they didn't know. And once I learned how to do better, I absolutely did. So, thank you, Spirit. So I have forgiven myself, and then some. Welcome, Al. And I refuse to be shamed for something that I didn't know. And yes, I'm 43, oh Lord, I'm getting old. I'm 43 years old, and I didn't learn for a long, long time. But that's why I'm so passionate on doing this, and I don't care if one person or a million people come in. I know the people that come in are meant to hear a little something, and hopefully it just intrigues them or piques their interest just enough so they can start really loving themselves and sharing the love and seeing what an impact they can make with just small little things. 11:01 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Bunny Love. Okay. Be faithful to that which exists within yourself. And that's Andre Guide. Return to an affirmation throughout the day that reinforces the parts of you that you would most want others to know. I am, and then blank, blank, and capable of anything. Right? So fill it in with what you know. Like, I am strong. I'm resilient. And capable of anything. And that 11:01 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Truly, that's the truth. And I've proved that time after time. But I'm only resilient and strong because I've learned these lessons the hard way. And I've overcome them. And it was traumatizing. And some of it was very, very painful. But I've always led with love, and that's been my greatest strength, but also my greatest downfall, because for a long time, people shamed me for that and made me feel less than because I cared about people and I had such a big heart. Thank you, Spirit. And you would be surprised that the people that take advantage of that, and it's really sad. And those people are hurt too. So I'm not judging them. They're at a different space in their journey. I've never wished harm on anybody. Maybe when I was younger, I spewed some venom. I didn't understand, right? And I was full of rage and anger and hurt, and trying to figure out how to survive, right? So, welcome, Anna. So when I say this, I'm not saying like I am perfect by any means. But once I learned that words are very powerful, that's when I learned that I needed to watch them, and I needed to do my very best and speak life into people, into myself. Speaking life into myself was the hardest part. I was very good at speaking life into other people, but speaking it into myself was very tricky. Thank you. Welcome, Lino. So the reason I'm saying these things is we all know how easy it is to speak life into others, especially if we're cheerleaders for other people or people pleasers or empaths. All of them understand exactly what I'm saying completely. Welcome, Summer. So in those moments, what we have to do is recognize that we're doing all that always, every day. We're doing it for everyone else. But if we did that for ourselves, even with half the effort we put in for other people, our cups will be full and overflowing. And then when we're giving to the people that need our help, by the way, those people that truly understand and need your help are going to only take what they need. They're not going to take and take and take until you have nothing left. Okay, they're going to take exactly what they need, and they're going to use it to help them, and then when they fill their cup, they're going to go and fill other people's cups, because that's what people do when they're not trying to just take advantage of you, right? And then also they're going to pour back into you, and if they can't pour back into you, if they're strangers or whatever, and they can't get back to you, they're going to pass it on, which is okay, because you're giving, thank you, Spirit, because you're giving from a full cup, right? It's overflowing. It's not hurting you at all. It's not taking from you. So these little moments like this and this are, ways we can fill our own cup, so that when it's overflowing, it doesn't hurt when we help those people. And it, by default, creates these boundaries that doesn't allow these people that are coming to just take and take and take and not pour back into us. It creates boundaries that doesn't allow them in. And when you start standing up for yourself, you would be surprised the people in your life that maybe have to go because they're not ready. And it doesn't mean we hate them. It doesn't mean we punish them. It just means we politely leave them with love and hope that they learn the lessons. And we tell them, I love you, I've done everything I can to help you, and I wish you the best. I truly do. And you can pray for them every day if you want to, but when it's time for them to go, you have to understand that you come first. If you die, then what happens, right? Now all those people you've been helping your whole life, now what happens? Are they going to die because they're not empowered? They don't know how to do anything. You have to say, okay, I've taught you everything that I can possibly teach you, and now, thank you, Spirit, and now we have to, with much love, move on and let you learn, meet other people, learn from other people. Welcome, Mystic. So it's just one of those things that as we start going inward and loving ourselves and getting curious with ourselves in all the ways and the things that we do, and celebrating ourselves, because we show up every single day. We're the ones that do the work. We're the ones that overcome all these things every single day, and whether someone shows up or not, whether we have help or not. I don't have help in my situation right now. I have God, and I have the universe, and I've done absolutely every bit of legwork I can do on my end. But am I going to worry about it? No, because I know that God's going to show out for me. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's 6 months from now, thank you, Spirit. I know at the end of the day, no matter how it happens, God has me, and God's going to make sure I'm okay. Welcome, J-Rock. The universe has me. They have my entire life. So at the end of the day, the only thing I've ever asked is me and my daughter are safe. So they make sure of that, no matter what happens. Every single time I think that I don't know what to do, and I give it to God. God shows up every single time, shows up and gives me exactly what I need. So I'm not, I've done my end. Now I'm here to love myself and find my calm in the storm. And that's what I'm going to do every single day. And I'm actually excited because I've done the legwork. I'm waiting on, now it's just a timing thing. And I have to wait for the right time. And just be patient, and God will let me know. The universe will absolutely let me know. And I'm okay with that. Welcome, Starmatic. And I don't know the other ones. If they're just a dot, welcome, dot. That's all I can do. Now, love yourself enough to set boundaries. That's kind of what I was talking about. Your time and energy are precious. You get to choose how you use it. You teach people how to treat you by deciding what you will and won't accept. And that's by Anna Taylor. I like that one. I can do this one. Hi. Welcome. Repeat this affirmation when you feel stressed today. The boundaries I create allow me to shine for myself and for others. And that's the truth. And that's why I'm speaking so much about the self-care. I'm very sorry to hear that. And I really, truly wish you the best. I'm sending you strength and all the love in the world. Right now, just relax and do everything you can just to stay calm and let that mind, it will go well. You have to understand that no matter what happens, we have to focus on the positive, and every single day and every single moment, take all this time to look at your strengths, because you showed up all the way till now, and no matter what's going on, don't worry about it. I know it's hard to say, because once we get in the worry thing, we truly we end up in that cycle, and we create that cycle, and we just create more poison in our body. That's why they call it dis-ease, right? And I'm not saying it's going to cure you right away, immediately, but what it will do is take that stress away, and it allows your body and the cells in your body to, thank you, Spirit, to regenerate at a much faster pace, because they're doing it out of a place of peace, right? And when we're at peace, we allow ourselves to think of all the good things. So picture yourself at your beach, at your safe place, with an umbrella drink, and let your mind wander, and just ask God, really, just say, God, like, what do you want me to do? What can I do in these moments that are going to make the best of the moments that I have? And you would be surprised how God shows up for you. Just give it a chance. 11:11 on the clock. That's new beginnings. You would be surprised how far God will go to heal the people that show out for Him. That truly just say, just be grateful for every breath. I'm about to be homeless in 2 days. It is what it is. I'm not breaking my heart. I know no matter where it is, and if I have to be homeless for a day or two, there's a reason for it. So truly, you don't have to worry about that. Welcome, Em, and True. Sorry, I'm on 21 days of doing this, and after that, we can do some podcasts and people joining if they have their heart in the right place. But until then, I have to stay focused on what I'm doing, and I'm showing up for myself, and I'm being accountable. So we're creating better habits, and that's really important. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And along the way, we're just, we're creating better habits and we're being accountable. And as I go along, yeah, I love the podcast style and I love learning new ways and I love experimenting with all of the healing modalities. I want to learn them all, and I want to learn them all yesterday. And I know that's not possible, but it's been something my whole life. I've always been spiritual in some way, shape, or form. I follow spiritual law, and I do that, universal law, I should say, because no matter what religion you are, if you boil back any of the reading, any of the stories, it all boils down to the same thing, and it's treat others how you want to be treated. What goes around comes around, and you reap what you sow. I don't do readings on this one. I'm just pulling cards, but there are ways you can get readings. If you go on my profile, on my bio, you can do them for donations. You can do them on the live, or you can do them after. But you have to email me on here. If you have a question along the way, if it's just one question, I can see if I can help you with it. Right now I have a lot of people trying to shut me up, so I have to be very, very discerning in what I'm doing, because I'm not going to give more of my energy than I need to right now, because I'm saving it for what I have going on. And welcome, Anthony. And no, I'm not gonna say your screen name. Sorry. It's not that I'm afraid to swear, but still. What a name. You're out of control. I hope you had a great weekend. And I'm going to read these couple. Oh, which ones did I do here? I did that one already. Okay, I got one more to read. You're speaking my thoughts. Oh, honey, I appreciate that. No matter what happens along the way, just understand that it just takes a moment, look inward, and understand the strength that we truly have. Sour milk. It's better than the other. What are your names? I mean, I just love you, but why sour milk? We're not sour. You want to be sweet and happy. No negative. Come back with a positive one. I know you got better than that. You are way too glamorous, and you are way too brilliant and shiny to be some shitty name like that. Don't be sour. Be sweet. Come back with sweet milk or something. I don't know. I know it's a joke, Eddie. I'm just picking on you a little. Okay, the more one does and sees and feels, the more one is able to do. And the more genuine may be one's appreciation of fundamental things like home and love and understanding, companionship. And that's Amelia Earhart. Also, yeah, I know. Anthony comes and sees me all the time. He's known me for many years, actually. We go back a long way, and even if we weren't besties every single day, he was much younger than me. He still is much younger than me, but he knows me very much. Yeah, well, I disappeared because I had to move. Because I was dumb. I was taking the leap of faith for love. I was very dumb. But I also go where God calls me. I was needed there and everywhere in my journey when I've met people along the way that really, truly needed my help. And it's really kind of a weird thing that I didn't understand that until now. And I was meant to meet the people that I met. And I've truly helped people along the way. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate the roses. I'm just saying, along the way, it doesn't take much, and when we're guided to move somewhere else, there's a reason for it. And I've learned that when I had to go to the women's shelter, I went and I met some lovely women, and I was there just in time when there were some that were struggling, and they were struggling hard, and so was I. So don't. I'm not better than anyone, but I helped them in ways they didn't know, and the shelter didn't even know how to give them the resources, and I spoke out for them, and I helped them. Thank you, J. Paul. Welcome. I did the things that I just have knowledge from experience, and those small times that I did that, they were meant. I was meant to meet them, and I was meant to show out, and I was really meant to just help them empower themselves. And do I think they're weak? No, but I met some people, and I made some friends that needed my assistance for half a month and needed a place to stay when I got my place. And of course, that's the person I am, and I do that. I just was meant to be here. It's not. It's something that wherever I go next, I'm meant that to be there, and I'm going to meet somebody that either is going to be beneficial in my life to help me get to the places I desire, or I'm going to be helping someone along the way, and I already know that. Welcome, Misty. So I don't worry. I don't stress anymore. I know that no matter where I go and no matter what happens, I'm resourceful, I'm resilient enough, and I'm strong enough. I'm going to overcome any challenge. It doesn't matter if it's one person or a million people coming at me. And I'm proving it right now. Literally, I'm fighting an organization that I don't even know. It's $1 million a month organization just from the government they collect. So I don't even want to know what and then of course, the RTB here, and I'm not fighting them out of anger or anything, just literally asking the questions. Why are you guys doing this, and why do you think it's okay? Welcome, Ross. And I'm just asking questions. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. Being inquisitive. If you guys stand for all this, then why are you doing this, and why are you doing that? Still, nobody has the answers, though. And the problem is when I'm asking those questions, I'm shining the lights. There's no dark corners anymore for them to bully you or shame you or humiliate you. And that's really important, because when you shine the light on that shit, they have nowhere to hide. Thank you, Spirit. And people think that the shame and the humiliation makes you scared to speak your truth. But the thing about the truth is the truth is the truth. Especially when you haven't done anything wrong. So how do you get to be shamed and humiliated because somebody's mistreating you when you didn't do anything wrong? And at the end of the day, if I'm going to speak my truth, when I tell you I have receipts to back it up, thank you, Spirit. I have receipts to back it up. I don't say something that is just my opinion. When I speak something, I speak the truth, or I speak my truth. And at the end of the day, if there are things that are unknown, if there are other sides, I try to see all sides. So, welcome, country boy. So, reflect on ways in which you have opened your heart to seeing, feeling, and experiencing more joy in life. What ways can you open your heart that you haven't yet considered? And that's why I say things like, where I try to explain that I try to look at all of the sides. It's not just my side, right? It's a business, it's a company, but it's an organization that is founded and collects all this government money and all these things for empowering low-income families, not abusing single moms when they're waiting on the mail. They're waiting on the things like, and we're in the middle of a, what do you call it? Mail strike too, so I'm being punished for that. So now we're taking this off, and like I said, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt your skin, and for that 15 minutes, I hope somebody sat with their feet up, kicked back, pretending they're at the spa somewhere. Because if I wasn't on here, that's what I would be doing. Or on the beach somewhere. I'm just waiting for warm water, because I'm a wuss and I don't want cold water. It's the winter. We want as much warm as possible. Not gonna lie, I was meant to be a tropical baby. Should have been born somewhere hot all year round. Welcome, squirrel. So I take this moment, this time, and I always try to just be grateful and affirm, even with my yellow face mask. I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm resilient, I am unconditional love. I am abundant. I give with all unconditional love, with zero expectation, because I know the universe, God, my angels, my spirit team are going to give it back to me tenfold, because they know I'm going to cycle it back out. I sow seeds every single day of love and self-love, and truly hope that my message gets out to those who need it. I am resilient, I am resourceful, I am abundant, I am wealthy, I have everything I need, and I am always safe. I'm safe because I know my abilities, and I know that God, the universe, my ancestors, my spirit team, and my angels always have my back. And that's all we have to do. But taking those moments to look at ourselves in the mirror and tell ourselves exactly all of the wonderful things that, one, we're grateful for, but two, the things that we actually are. We show up for everybody else, and they know how beautiful we are. They know all of the things that we've done for them, and they know, and it doesn't have to be about physical beauty. Okay, our souls and our hearts exude love and beauty before we even walk into a room. Literally, they feel us coming because when you care that much about people, it literally enters rooms before you do. We just now have to learn how to care about ourselves just as much as we care for others. So the power went out. So far, I still have power, thank God. Did it come back on? Welcome, Daisy. Oh, what were you doing over there? You got everything running or what? Sorry, I set my, there it is. So, and this is the lotion that I made for myself. And don't think for one second that investing in ourselves by making the things that we need, because maybe we can't afford them in the moment. We can't afford the big spa days and everything, but it was an orange, a carrot, some coconut oil, olive oil, a couple spices, literally things that we have usually in our home already, so we're not going crazy, we're not spending a big thing, and it's something that we could add to the grocery list that, along the way. It's a couple dollars, it's not going to break the bank. And this will probably last me like all next year. But it doesn't hurt our face, and I know I'm getting old and I got some wrinkles and stuff, but it definitely doesn't hurt, and it's just a wonderful thing that we can do to invest in ourselves, even if, those big expensive face creams, maybe we can't afford them yet. Someday we can. But until then, this is how we start on a low-income budget, and we don't have to be afraid, and we don't have to be ashamed, and it doesn't matter. These are not my recipes. These are ones that I looked up very easily, and I started using them, and I will start tweaking them into what I like as I go along, once I get moved and sorted, because I like to create stuff. I had recipes, and I made chakra candles to help with alignment. I made just scents. I created scents that helped align the chakras. I did a lot of things, and all of my recipes burned up in the storage fire last year. So it took a moment to get myself to a point where I was ready to start over. And then I starting over, and this chaos happened. And every time I try to create this stability so I can start over and do the things I love, a million and one things come to stop me. which is also why I know that I'm meant to do all of these things, because people shouldn't be working so hard to stop somebody that, has a few followers, that a couple people pop in and out. That's giving a message that, simple message, self-care, self-love. Why would people be so upset about that? Investing in ourselves and all these things. So I stopped worrying so much about why people are trying to stop me. I really definitely stopped worrying about how the world can stop me, and how it's not the world, it's how people can stop you. I stopped worrying about that, because if I'm allowing somebody to make me worry, then how am I remembering how I show up? Because I show up all the time, and I show up for myself, and I overcome it. So why would I worry about something that I know I'm going to overcome regardless? Like, at the end of the day, when we start looking at things like that, we really truly get to see our worth. We get to see our abilities, and give me 2 more, I think. Give me the gratitude, and we always know that any way, shape, or form. Okay, those ones? Fair enough. Anyway, we can be grateful for everything around us, but also for ourselves. That's when we truly start to encounter those, 1, we can help, but 2, those who are going to help us. And no, everything doesn't have to be financially. Supporting us with love. I don't smoke. Did you tell me you smoke? Stop smoking? I don't smoke, Anthony. I stopped smoking a long time ago. Not a long time ago, in April or something. March. I smoked since I was like 8 or 9 years old too. Yes, that's how toxic the family was. A pack a day ever since I was like almost 9. Thank you, Spirit. And when I decided nobody on this planet was ever going to have their foot on my throat again, and I was going to live to the best of my ability, live my best life, I said, nope, nobody gets that power over me again. And when I stopped, and I meant it, and I stayed stopped, and it was the best thing I ever did. And then I just had to get out of the mental habits, and thank you, Spirit, and find ways to show up for myself and create better habits, so I didn't end up falling back to these other falling back to the bad habits and the negative habits, mental habits, the financial habits, all of the habits that created havoc in our life and just kept us in that lack mindset. And as I'm learning, and I've been learning, but I would always, like I said, throw it away, and could never quite make the 21 days, which seemed like a block. So we're at 19, 2 more days, and that's already 1 more cycle broken. And every single time I break a cycle, and every single time I change the outcome, that's my free will. I choose that. I can stay in the lack mindset and play victim my whole life, and have everybody pity me for some shit that wasn't my fault, but it was my fault because I manifested it with my negative mindset, which still wasn't my fault, but it's the way I learned. But once we learn we can do better, we have to try, and as long as we make that effort and continue trying and continue striving to do better and move forward. 11:31 on the clock. Thank you so much, Spirit. Once we do that, not only do we gain more confidence, just confirmation after confirmation, thank you, Spirit. Not only do we gain more confidence to continue and to do more, we become better at it, right? It's like creating that habit. The easier things get, the more we do, and the more we do, the more we can share, and the more people see it, the more people in our lives, the people we encounter, they see it, and even when we don't realize it, we're leading by example. And thank you, Spirit. That's really exciting, because you become a leader in your own right, and you may not have known that, or you may have never wanted to be a leader, or never even thought of that. But once you realize that once you become a leader of your own life, your own area, your own body, your own mind, people will follow because they see you being happy. They see that joy. They see the love, the absolute brilliance that just shines from you every single day, and they want that. People don't know sometimes because they're so lost. But if we continue to do that, we shine that light that says, hey, we're over here, come find us. And literally, they start following that light because they were lost. They just were lost. They didn't know. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong. And sometimes they have to stay lost for a little bit so they can figure their own stuff out. But when we do that, we become a bright beacon. And when they're ready, they know how to come find us, right? They can see us. 11:33 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Welcome, Hugo and Neil. Yeah, so it's just any ways that we can show up for ourselves and show some love and be grateful. And these I like to pull just because they're little ideas, they're little suggestions, they're questions we can ask ourselves or journal about. And you would be surprised how these simple little things create not only change in our life, they make us ask questions, and they give us that moment of just letting our mind run wild and letting our mind imagine all the things we could do if we weren't judging ourselves or weren't letting the whole world judge us. We don't care what the whole world's doing. It's not our business, right? Our business is stay in our own lane. Yeah, we want to help people, but sometimes there's things that we can't control, and if we have no control over it, then it's not our burden to carry, and we have to obviously send love and do the best we can like that, but worrying about it doesn't fix it. It just manifests more. And if we keep bringing love into the equation day in and day out, all those things, the negative things, they start changing because there's nowhere for them to hide. We're bringing light into these situations, right? So it starts with small little things, but the more people that are doing the small things to show up for themselves, the more they're lighting up the world. And it's just mind-blowing the change I've already created in people's lives along the way, that I was helping when I was running on empty, less than empty. I didn't even know, but thank you, Spirit. But literally, God has started showing me and sending me visions of some of the people that I've helped along the way, and some of the ways that they've showed up for themselves. And I can see it in some of the people. Like sometimes I see their Facebook or their social media, or once in a while I just thinking about you. I hope you're doing well, and those quick conversations, but they are actually doing well. And when I get those messages, I know damn well that was God saying, like, you had a hand in that, so you need to be grateful for that, and you need to be grateful for yourself and celebrate yourself, because those small little things that you did showed through. And I know I'm not the only one, so I wish more of us could just, take those moments and celebrate ourselves and actually recognize how far we've come along. We are so much closer to the people that we want to be than the people that we were. And each time we make one more step towards loving ourselves and being grateful to God, the universe, our angels, and get quiet. And just listen for all of the ideas and all the ways they're going to show us and open up paths for us. And the more confident we get, the easier it is to take those leaps of faith. The easier it is to be open to those ideas, and the easier it is to see all of the doors opening and the opportunities coming along the way. The easier it is to forgive yourself for those things that you think that you maybe did wrong or didn't do right. Well, okay, but you only knew so much, right? You did what you thought was best in those moments, in those times. And when we start to forgive ourselves as much as we've forgiven everybody else along the way, we truly create change within ourselves and everyone around us. And there's such simple ways, and that's when we begin to truly heal. And is it always fun and joyful? No, it can be messy and gross and stressful and all kinds of things. But that's why I'm here, and I'm trying to help along the way, just show people simple ways to show up for themselves, simple ways that they can truly love themselves and celebrate themselves. Welcome, Caleb. And find ways to be grateful, even the smallest things. And when we do that, I just hope that their journey is a little less painful and a little less traumatic than mine was. Thank you, Spirit. And if I can help in any way, shape, or form, whether it's just sending somebody with my unconditional love and knowing that they can come back each and every day and get a little bit of love and a little bit of strength from my literally overflowing well. Just knowing that they can come and take a little bit and help them along their way, or give them that moment of peace, those ideas, a little bit of what could I be if I wasn't letting anyone judge me and I just wasn't judging myself. A little bit of creativity, a little bit of love. Welcome, Marcus, and Pineapple Girl, welcome. So it's just small things. It's the little things that we can do along the way. And is my way the only way? No. There's a million different ways. But it's not about you following my way. It's about me creating that spark and the ideas in small little ways that, a mask that cost me $2 to make, it didn't even cost that. Taking those times to quiet our mind and imagine all the things that we truly deserve, because in our own right we're abundant. We were born worthy. It doesn't matter what you did along the way. It doesn't matter who you pissed off. It doesn't matter what you screwed up 5 years ago or even yesterday. Thank you, Spirit. We were born worthy. It's our inheritance. It's our God-given right, and we block our own stuff through programming and social media and all of the things. It's not just one thing. It's been deeply programmed into our lives along the way. And yes, it takes a lot to get out of that, but it's not impossible. It takes a little bit of work and a little bit of focus and thank you, Spirit. And when you show up for yourself, it gets easier. And every time you do it, you get better at it. And you get so much more strong and happy and excited to do it. No matter what chaos I got going on in my life, literally they could show up in an hour and be like, you gotta go with the sheriff and I gotta figure it out on my own. Yeah, I know. They could. But am I going to worry about that and manifest that? No. I believe that God and the universe is going to show out for me, and they're going to make sure that I'm taken care of, because they have my entire life. Literally my entire life. I have scars on my face that when I tell you I shouldn't have survived these attacks, I should not have survived. I should have been dead 100 times over. I was not made to live and survive. Thank you, Spirit. To survive, because I didn't have a story to tell. Welcome, Carol. And I always loved. Look at these scars are badges of honor. I refuse to be ashamed of them anymore. I used to be ashamed. I had people when I was dating would tell me, if you got rid of those scars, then you would be such a pretty girl. And I really allowed those things to negatively affect me. And 11:41 on the clock. Welcome, Ethan. I allowed those things to create this projected view of myself that I was never going to be pretty because I had scars. I was never going to be lovable because I had been abused. And man, when you get stuck in that, it is such a sad, sad thing. And I was programmed that my whole life. And I never thought I could rise above it. I never did. I knew there was a better way, but I didn't know how to get there. And I was so lost in the struggle. And I had to give it to God. At one point, I just had to give it to God and say, there's nothing else I can do but figure it out. And that's literally one night crying myself to sleep. Out of sheer exhaustion, I prayed and I said, God, I don't know what else to do. I'm out of ideas. I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? And not once did I ever think it was because I wasn't showing up for myself. Not once did I ever think that it was because I didn't care. Because I did show up for myself. I just did it out of, I was depleted all the time. I didn't have the ability to fill my cup. I didn't know how to fill my cup. And then I woke up in the morning and God told me, we're going to figure this out. So what's the first thing you can do? What can you do to do that? And I started journaling. I started writing my stuff. I wrote an entire novel. Yes, that burned down in the fire. And I gave up on myself again. And it just, it took a lot to get there. So there's no judgment. There's no, I'm better than you or you're better than me or none of that, okay? It's literally, we start where we start. Okay, healing isn't linear, so whatever it takes, and if you got to backtrack, and step up again, and if you fail and you don't do it right, and you got to try again tomorrow, I don't give a shit. Show up. Make the effort, because it does get easier, and no matter how hard it seems, it's not that hard. It's truly not. Once you start doing it, showing up for yourself, it just gets easier and easier. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm going to read these, but I just really want you guys to know that if you fail once or twice or 500 million times, it doesn't matter. 11:44 on the clock. Thank you. It's about showing up, and a lot of times, all the bad things in the world that want to keep you in this box, they're preying on your failure. They're celebrating your failure because they want to see you in the box. Because then you're better for them. You're doing the things for them and not for yourself. But when you do for yourself first, you can do for yourself and for those that really need it and can use it to empower themselves and move forward. It is day 20? So I was 2 days off? No, it's not. It's day 19. I think it's day 19. Whatever. Well, if it's 20, then tomorrow's 21, and that means that's goal done. And I'm still going to show up. It doesn't matter. I'll show up for a couple extra days because it's not about the habit now. It's about showing up and sending out love and truly. I love that. Are you sure it's 20? I'm going to have to go look. And that's good because I would rather be a little behind and go over and... You are sure? I love that. Thank you. So no matter what chaos ensues in the next day or two, I will at least accomplish my goal and for myself, which truly, I know God's going to celebrate me just as much as I'm going to celebrate me because we've done the work, we've showed up, and then I can start put my face mask on in the morning, and I don't have to come on here and do it. I'll still give ideas and all kinds, but, paint my face yellow every day, one of these days I want to dream about where I'm going to be on a sandy beach. I want to kick my legs up and not be up here, reading all this stuff in that time anyway. That will be my journal time, my me time, and I'm truly excited for that. My ideas, I've got some ideas for paintings and some other things. I already kind of rough drew them. Just when I tell you the ideas and my creativity that truly start sparking when I can have those moments of peace and gratitude. It's exciting. It's truly exciting because it's like I can't even. They're coming so quickly that I can't even reel them in. I am actually now. My struggle is okay. I know you have a lot of ideas, but you're still one person, so you have to focus where you can. Yes, and that's where I'm at now. But literally, the ideas are coming so fast. I can't even control them sometimes. So it's pretty exciting what happens when we really start looking inward. And yeah, some of them I'm struggling financially, so I need that to accomplish some of these things. But it's coming, and I know that. So what I have to do is prioritize the things that I can control to create that. And as I'm creating that, that's when I can do the bigger, huge things. But it's coming, and I'm so stoked to do that, because the only thing that I want to do truly is help people. Help them empower themselves, right? Become a place of power that, at the end of the day, you can stop in and just get enough that you need to get through the day and help you. Hi, Shelly. Welcome. How are you? Yeah, it's about showing up for ourselves and sending that love out. And if I can be a place where people come and get a little bit of unconditional love, no strings attached. Welcome, Mark. Welcome back, Mark. A place where people can just have a little bit of love and take what they need, and pass it on and share it around. We can truly empower each other. And the more we practice doing it, the better we get at it. And along the way, you would be surprised when we're coming from a place of spillover. We're so full we can't contain it anymore. When we're spilling it onto people that desperately need it, and we're raising that vibration. And that's something we need to be grateful for every day, and we need to celebrate it in ourselves, and that's so important. How are you, girl? I hope everything's well. Some of us might be late bloomers along the way, and it took us a little longer to learn because we didn't quite know all the things. But once we learn, the one thing we get good at is sharing, right, Shelly? You know very well. And I love seeing you stand out there and telling them just how it is. If you're not here, if you're not coming to better my life, be a good part of my life, you gotta move on. And I love that. And I love seeing the women that I grew up with, especially along the way, saying, just because y'all think you're going to fuck my head up with some toxic shit, okay, I'm learning the lesson, and I'm going to tear it up, and I'm going to show you how it is. And I love that. And I see your strength. I've been going through my own chaos as we go, so it's not sometimes that I don't catch up or I run late. It's just because I'm trying to stay in my own lane and get my shit figured out, and not spill the negativity onto other people's lives. I definitely want to always send love and not negativity. So, and sometimes when we get overcome with that, it can really just put us in a negative mindset, and I don't want that for anybody. So, right, and that's where I'm at. No matter what the struggle is, if it's not about love, or if it's not people that are going to benefit my life and pour into me just as much as I would pour into them, absolutely, then they got to go, right? It's about me. It's about my connection with God, my connection with the universe, my connection with my spirit team. We're breaking cycles. We're breaking huge cycles, and it's hard. It's a lot. But man, when we show up every single day, it gets easier. And we're starting to walk through it with so much grace that no matter what happens along the way, when we start making it look easy and we start teaching people how to do it the easier way so they don't have to do it the hard way, or quite as hard as we've had to endure, then we not only empower them, we're teaching them what they can do, but we're giving them a starting point, and we're making them leaders in their own right. 11:51 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. They're becoming leaders of their own life, and it's 10 toes down. You already know. Even when I was younger and I didn't quite know, and I might have been toxic, and I might have had all kinds of struggles, but my heart was always in the right place, and the one thing I did is stand 10 toes down on what I believed in. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's no competition. We don't compete. I compete with myself every day. I want to celebrate everybody, everybody's wins. I don't care who you are, where you come from. If you have something to celebrate, come tell me, because I want to cheer you on, and I want to just tell you how happy and how proud I am, because I think more people should do that. You're damn right. And it doesn't cost anything. You can't be like, oh, it's too much, I can't handle it. No, it costs nothing. It costs nothing to celebrate each other and be truly grateful and happy for each other. So, oh, you know I love you, girl. There's a lot of people in my life that even if I don't get to talk to every day, I know who the good hearts and the true hearts are, and you have always been one of them. Never forget that. Welcome, Jess. Okay, I'm gonna read these. I get sidetracked so much, and I gotta be careful because I still have to pick up my daughter along. Not till 2:00, but sometimes I get sidetracked, and then it goes a long way. It gets pretty. Sometimes I get really off track, and sometimes Spirit sends messages and straight downloads that I have to spit out. So, kind of when I come on here, there's no set goal, but I just try to give some inspiring things and some ideas along the way. So, hopefully I can stay focused a little bit. We'll see. It's not the be all end all, but at the same time, there's some messages in here people need to hear and may inspire new ideas, new creativity ideas for others. Whatever it is, the message is meant to be told. So, thank you is the best prayer that anyone could say. Truly. Alice Walker is who that's by. Today, find a way to thank someone who has been there for you when you most needed it. Right? Like, there's always somebody. I thank God in the universe every day. Anthony comes in every day. I'm pretty sure every day. I don't think he's missed one yet, just to say hi and inspire me and keep me motivated. There's a lot of people that show up for me, and there's a lot of people that even if they're not here and I don't see them, I know they pray for me and I know they wish good for me. So no more getting caught in the people that don't show up and don't give a shit. I care about those that do, and I care about the ones that don't give a shit too, but the ones that I know think about me, and maybe not every day, but when they do, they think good thoughts, and they know the person that I've always been, and I celebrate those people. And even if I don't know who they are, I know they're out there, and I know they wish good for me, and I'm grateful for them every single day. Thank you, Spirit. No matter how much falls on us, we keep plowing ahead. That's the only thing I'm good at. I am the queen of that, I'll tell you. That's the only way to keep the roads clear. And that's by Greg Kincaid. Think of a time recently when you have pushed on, be it through exhaustion or obstacles, and find contentment in your strength. And that's something that Spirit told me. Not only have I been an unending well of unconditional love, I've also been an unending well of unconditional strength. 11:55 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. My strength and my resilience and my resourcefulness is the only thing at times that has actually kept me alive. And sometimes that strength is like when I tell you, crawling, bleeding on the floor, literally one dragging yourself across the floor in an army crawl trying to just survive. And yes, it's been that brutal. I couldn't get up and walk. Man, I crawled. It doesn't matter. I moved. I slid on my belly. Like, I did what I had to do. And that amount of strength, God doesn't give that to people for no reason. God gave you that because you had a story to tell, and you're a damn walking testimony, and you need to be grateful, and you need to be proud, and you need to love yourself and completely understand why you survived as much as you do. You're a damn walking testimony. God showed up because you wouldn't be alive today if you weren't. Okay? Amen. I know you do. I know you do, honey. And I'm so sorry you ever went through that. But I also know that you're one of the strongest women I know, and one of the biggest hearts I know. And I know that truly. So there's a reason, and you're going to share it, and your light will shine. I don't doubt this for a second. Welcome, Elizabeth. We are more blind to what we have than what we have not. Audre Lorde. Take a few moments to note a gift or opportunity that you have been ignoring or taking for granted, and give thanks from your heart. And it's the small things. The opportunity we get to breathe every single day. And some people are like, yeah, whatever. No, that's, you many people don't get to breathe today. You many people had to, couldn't handle it. They didn't have enough. They didn't get help in time. They didn't get the opportunity to breathe today. So if there's nothing else, start there. And when you start there, the more you start being grateful, the more you're going to find that there is to be grateful for. And in turn, the universe will start sending you more things to be grateful for. Absolutely, honey. I love you so much, and the world needs you. Thank you for that. I love you, and stop by anytime. I truly do miss you, and I hope we get to catch up soon. I can't wait to. I miss my people. Welcome back, Marnie Lynn, and have a wonderful day, Shelley. What happens when this domestic life grows suspect? This one comes a lot, so there's a lot of people that need to hear this. What have you grown tired of in your life? Where do you feel bored? Oh, yes, me too. As soon as I get a car, I gotta get a place in the car. Soon. By summer, I'm gonna be golden. Don't worry. Where do you feel bored? What if these sensations were opportunities to reimagine the roles you're playing? I love that so much. I'm in BC, so you're going to be a long drive, or you just get on a plane. It's probably cheaper at that point. But if I come back to Ontario, it would be to visit. That's it. I think I'm just going to be exploring for the rest of my life. Oh, welcome, Nathan. What luck or fate, instinct or grace brought me here, in shade beneath the hidden stars? And that's Laura Foley. The world does not begin and end with what you have known of it. There is so much deliciousness you've yet to discover. We just have to be open to it. Awesome. I love that. Take care, honey. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I got 1 or 2 more days I'll be on here, and then I'm going to take a couple days break so I can get moved, but then I will be back. It's going to be a regular thing, so. And when you go live, after I get moved and situated, give me a couple days. When you do your things, make sure you tag me in them, because I absolutely want to come and support you, okay? Truly, I do. I'm excited. Welcome, Nikita. What a strange thing to be alive beneath the cherry blossoms. All right, honey, take care. Welcome. Whom do you deeply love? Find bliss in your ability to feel this love. Okay. I'm going to put this one back, and I want to pull the Izzy Ivy deck because it's so beautiful, and her artwork just makes me smile every single day. Welcome, Rebecca. I can't wait to get reorganized again. Little peace going on. I always have some peace, but as we go, I think I'm gonna start looking for like an RV and just do whatever I want. We're gonna go wherever we want. It's so exciting, the idea of it, and the ability to just do what we want. During school, we stay in one area, but on the weekend we can go literally anywhere we want, and that's pretty exciting. Don't give me too many on this one, Spirit, because it's already 12 o'clock. Okay. Mount Shasta. I knew that one was going to come out. Because Soul Star. Ooh, I like that. Merging with the divine. I love that so much. Welcome back, Anthony. What do we got? Oh, there was a sneak one behind there. Can you give me one more without going crazy, please? There, some of them are long. Okay. Loving compassion. I love that so much. Okay. So we got Mount Shasta, and this is about the energetic ley lines and spiritual places and alignment. It's just wonderful. And then we have loving compassion. And then we got Soul Star Chakra. This one is just the artwork. And awakened awareness. We're getting some new ones. That means we're elevating along the way. We are elevating, and that's wonderful. So these are closer to the beginning of the book. So I'll do these ones first, and then. Oh, I love that so much. Awakened awareness. Welcome, Slurry. Number 10. We got I'll pull it up so you can see in a minute. As soon as I get my crap together and find the right page. There's 7, 9, 10. There we go. This one's the Soul Star Chakra. Look at that. Like, it's just beautiful. I'm absolutely in awe of the artwork. Oh, and the messages, but that's why I read these, because somebody that puts this much work into a deck of cards, and this is their artwork, this is their paintings they created, somebody that puts that much work absolutely deserves to have the work respected, no matter what I intuitively feel, and sometimes I am called to tell you what I feel. Thank you, Spirit, but I like to show the respect. This is by the way, the Beyond Lemuria deck by Izzy Ivy, and truly I am a fan. Welcome, Owlette. Okay, so the Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine, and I love that so much. Transcendence, letting go, being filled with divine light, channeling karmic records, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical realms, and then, of course, ascension. Welcome, Charity. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscopic wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as the messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the place where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is part of the grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been seeking and glimpse the greater dream. Remember that you are an infinite being with the ability to expand your awareness beyond space and time. Consider that paradigms outside this physical reality may be unfathomable until we raise our vibration and can think outside the mind. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously, right now, across multiple dimensions. Welcome, Jenny. And then the themes: karma, or what can be implemented or cleared for your optimal progress towards ascension. I didn't even recognize that would be karma. That makes so much sense. And yes, merging with the divine is your good karma. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. That's your good karma. Karma's not always a bad thing. Just like when they say karmic people in your life, doesn't mean they're all bad. And truly, none of them are bad if you think about it. Well, they may not have, treated you well, and there's a lot of negative things sometimes, but there's always a positive lesson. So when you learn to be grateful for that and understand and learn the lessons, maybe not today, and maybe it'll take some time because we do have to heal, but you learn to be grateful to those people, places, and things that are karmic, and know that they were there to teach us a lesson, and teach us a lesson that we needed to help in our ascension and help in our growth. So When we can look at these things with that different perspective, thank you, Spirit, it becomes a lot easier to forgive and release those people and let them go on their journey for what they needed. But it also makes it easier for us to forgive ourselves because we didn't know better then. And give ourselves the permission and the freedom to learn from that point, and learn the lesson and take that lesson with us and understand that we acquired more knowledge and more strength and more compassion and love and more ability to share that and go forward, right? When we can look at those things from those perspectives, then there's no reason to be upset about it. So, and then the healing position is 15 centimeters above the head. For a card healing anywhere, just above this head is fine. So you just want to, you place the card there. And then the color wash is kaleidoscopic rainbow. I love that. I'm going to show this card one more time because it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And that's merging with the divine. And that's what we're doing. The more we work and the more we show up for ourselves, that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah, and then we have loving compassion. Again, what number is that? 16, sorry. 15, oh look, I opened right to it. Okay, so again, this one is loving compassion. Welcome, Matisse. Unconditional love, empathy, compassion, care, friendliness, goodwill, benevolence, beyond duality, safe space, forgiveness through expanded perspectives and open-hearted joy. I'm pretty sure that's what I was just talking about, which is cool. I love when Spirit does that. Thank you, Spirit. You always, my message always goes whatever way, and you always have spit out the cards that confirm it, even if I'm not knowing. The message always confirms what I'm talking about, and I love that so much. Loving kindness is one of the great forces available to us on earth. It has the ability to transform all. Unconditional love is the vibration most closely aligned with God or the divine. Confirmation, thank you. When we allow ourselves to drop deep into heart space, we feel interconnected and in a state of oneness. As we choose to direct our lives with love, all that is not real or serving us will drop away. Conflicts resolve, power struggles dissolve, and a sense of inner peace and comfort will radiate from within. Love is the root of happiness. When we can fluidly give and receive with the ease of breathing in and out, we can fly freely. And it does become easier every single day. Truly it does. As long as we start loving ourselves, it's easier to give love to other people. It gets exhausting and draining, but when we give it to ourselves first and we fill our cup, the overflow, it just becomes like breathing, literally, truly. Loving compassion is a fundamental element in the balance of life. Thank you, Spirit. It holds the seeds of the new paradigm of evolution. When doing hands-on healing, this is the force we call on. It is life force energy or God essence, and it brings healing, vitality, and transformation to everything it touches. Welcome back, Marcus and Steve Harvey. Welcome. When we manifest or affirm something into the world from a place of love, Steve Harvey, wouldn't that be amazing? I'm a big fan, truly I am. If we manifest from fear, our journey will bring all the learning needed to gear us back into love. Unconditional love transcends duality. It sees beyond reasoning and situation to allow stories to be told and for the new beginnings to emerge. It transmutes all that is out of balance back to 0 point and bridges the heaven and earth. This card invites you to bring more loving to the situation at hand, whether it is towards yourself or someone connected to the question. It may imply a need for forgiveness or seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. Man, I can't speak today. This card is a reminder that you are loved and have infinite access to the gentle yet powerful force of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back into your heart, Think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out. Thank you, Spirit. 12:11 on the clock. Thank you. Expand this feeling out to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. And that's self-explanatory. And once you understand that feeling, and sometimes we don't know it because we are literally drained from giving it to everyone else. 12:12 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmation. You got to let me get the thought out first, though. When we're drained, we don't quite understand that. But when we start showing up for ourselves, whether it's a face mask, whether it's putting on the lotion, or journaling, or being creative and making our own simple things, and no, it doesn't need to be expensive. It can be using garbage, cardboard, and drawing and creating our own things. It's not or making our own necklaces or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just showing up for ourselves, getting our brain out of the chaos. Welcome, Christine. So this next one is Awakened Awareness, and I love so much that these cards are changing, because for a long time it was the same message, and as they're changing, what it means is that we're learning the lessons, and we're getting better, and we're enhancing ourselves and our connection to God and our spirit team, our angels. The more we go inward and the more we heal and the more we love ourselves and show up for ourselves, the clearer our connection is and the easier it is to understand, and the more paths and opportunities open up for us when we understand that holding on to anger, or it's okay to have anger and feel it and validate it and sit with it and then process it and let it go. We transmute that to all the wonderful things. And don't let people project things onto you. If they do and you don't know how to transmute it, don't feel bad for returning to sender. But I can tell you a secret. If you just move and change the energy, that's all it takes. Whether it's dancing, whether it's painting a picture or creating something, or making peanut butter chocolate chip oatmeal cookies like I did with my daughter yesterday. We're taking those negative energies that people are sending our way, and instead of sending them back and completing that cycle, we're using them to make and balance ourselves out with something wonderful. And my daughter loved the cookies, and she loved making them with me. And again, it was just another experience that we got to do together, that empowered both of us and allowed us to work together. So especially with some of the I don't want to say disabilities, but some of the struggles she has, and the learning struggles from all the transition and things in life, it gives me an ability to meet with her in the middle and truly show her just how easy it is to create, and we can hear each other, and it's hands-on, so it's a lot easier for her to understand and for me, right? Welcome back, Carol. So Awakened Awareness. Beyond the veil, clearing distortion and illusion, awareness of what's running us subconsciously, communing with our God force, energetic sovereignty, growth outside your comfort zone, and then the collective awakening. That's pretty exciting. Physical reality is the tip of the iceberg. The tapestry we see at surface level is just a fraction of what's going on beyond. Awakened awareness can take place when we start to look between the lines at recurring themes, aspects, and symbols that gain our intuitive attention. Thank you, Spirit. These are keys to a hidden, overarching plan and a greater weaving. This oracle speaks to the deeper nature behind all we can know with our eyes and minds, also known as the matrix or the veil. Once discovered, it is easy to get lost in it. We are conditioned to be disoriented in our physical reality so that anything outside of it becomes unfathomable. Thus, thank you, Spirit. Thus, we seek a framework that parallels the nature of the laws of this limiting place. And yet, there's a lot more going on, and our awakening awareness would like us to stretch our consciousness to grasp it. This awareness activates our intuitive system, helps us navigate what is true, and supports us in becoming more sovereign and empowered. We can become more ensnared in the matrix when we are lost in it, in what is running us internally. Running away and or distracting ourselves may offer short-term relief or band-aid our subtle but deep suffering. Society is coated with a layer of conformity. The idea of that's just the way things are done, roadblocks, questions when things may be out of alignment. But as we step free and awaken, we gain a more holistic approach to consciousness and come to know ourselves more deeply. We can then take things into our own hands and make changes in the world, thus regaining energy, choice, and abundance that is rightfully ours. As we wiggle out of the revelations of freedom, we can't help but awaken those around us. A single glimpse of the limitless eternal and your life will never be the same again. When we directly experience the transient yet profound moment of existence, we can allow the constructs we have spent our lives believing to drop away. Our knowledge of the eternal doesn't leave us, although we may forget it. As we return to our humanness, we may use reasoning to write it off, or we may create whole religions around it in an effort to grasp and recreate it. When we look into the eyes of God, our consciousness raises so we can fathom the unfathomable. This expansive experience can never be boxed into words or intellect, but artists, poets, and musicians may be able to share in a small way the essence that helps us remember ourselves back into our true state. The portals into this experience are vast in number and form. For me, awakened awareness has come through deep meditation, ecstatic dance, and journeying with my Dharma. In essence, connecting with this element is about raising your vibration, getting out of our heads, and allowing our spirit to lead the way. And if anything, I truly hope that I'm even piquing the curiosity, thank you, Spirit, to give somebody just small little ways forward and ways and ideas on how they can start their own journey, truly. Welcome, Philip. When we walk behind the veil, we discover our true path. Our reason for being here is revealed in some symbolic jigsaw puzzle pieces and synchronicities. The mysteries unweave and the paradoxes speak to a different part of us. Our affirmations are potent, our prayers are heard, and the medicine of life lessons, however strong and uncomfortable, is full of powerful growth. This is one of the elemental cards because without moment-to-moment awakened awareness, magic, healing, and affirmation cannot be deep or real way enough to actualize. This is not just imagining God, but seeing, knowing, and communing with the divine spark inside of each of us. This card is a reminder to wake up. Thank you, Spirit. There are many levels and stages of awakening. There is no on-off switch. Keep learning and putting yourself into situations where you can grow. Sometimes we do go back to sleep, so stay aligned with your inner guidance and find ways to remember to wake up. Do what you love to keep your vibe high. This is not about instant pleasure, but the joy that is substantial and sustainable. Eat healthily, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the answers to your prayers. When our energy systems become blocked or need a cleanse, we can become drowsy to our vital nature. Energy clearing can help you recenter. Shadow work may also be needed if certain things are running your mind in a disempowering and distorting the way. Find your unique way to connect with the divine inside you, not as an external seeking, but as a receptive allowing. Be inspired to see the question at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for a deeper interpretation. And that's all. When we start waking ourselves up and loving ourselves. 12:21 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. I love the confirmation. Truly, I do. It's exciting. Welcome, Sushi. And then we have Mount Shasta. So it all starts with going inward and finding ways to show up and love ourselves. And that's truly what I'm trying to show here. All the simple little ways that we can find ways to be our own peace and get out of survival mode and all of those negative things that are programmed into us so deeply. when we do that and we look inward, we create so much change that we have no even idea the amount of change we create around us in our inner selves and our outer environments, because so within, so without, as within, as without, right? As above, so below, same things. It's about balance, and when our inside is calm in the eye of the storm, our outside becomes calm. We project that out, and when we're projecting out love and empowerment and peace and happiness and joy and gratitude, we start encountering people, places, and things that reflect that back to us, and all those negative things fall away, and it makes it easier to go deeper and do the healing, because it gets easier and easier every single time. So then we have Mount Shasta. This one's a little longer, I think, but it's a very good message here, and the artwork speaks for itself, right? So, aware that their entire continent would be destroyed, the Lemurians traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta has a profound connection with the Lemurian people, as it was one place they journeyed. There are many tales of multidimensional beings living inside the mountain, and sightings of all kinds of unusual phenomena here. When I received the intuitive message that I would be writing and delving more deeply into the emerging theme of these cards, I had a strong vision to visit this mountain and channel a painting on it. After a range of synchronicities, I found myself there. The ambience of this magical place cannot be denied, and the image you see on this card is what came through. Mount Shasta also seems to have a connection to star beings and portals to multiple worlds and parallel realities. On arrival at Mount Shasta town, I was involved in a Pleiadian channeling circle where I had a vision of the stars communicating with the mountain through light code, and interconnected glowing grid lines lay over the entire Earth. I have experienced these luminescent grid lines before. I have been told I can put my hand into them and connect my healing light with the other lights doing their work across the planet. During my time at Mount Shasta, I came to understand there have been many UFO sightings there, and I realized how connected the Lemurians were to the star beings. Further research revealed several accounts of Lemurians and being of mixed origins from throughout the universe. This place holds many stories, and I had my insights, but it felt right to keep the imagery for this card simple. I felt as if what was depicted spoke beyond the mind. I was quite perplexed at what the meaning of this card would be. I knew Mount Shasta would be an important card in the deck, but I didn't realize how significant it would be until the following was revealed. I had planned to include the symbols on the 10 chakra cards that would activate the chakras, but I wasn't sure how. The creation of these cards was a profound unfolding, and when I sought guidance, I received the message that the chakra activation codes were in this Mount Shasta painting. There was a symbol for each of the chakras, and you can find them on the bottom left-hand side of the chakra cards. This image is the seed crystal that the whole deck is based around. Pardon me. Give me just 1 second. Welcome back, Marquez. Hi, Marlene. I hope you're having fun. This card is about origins. It's time to honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodlines and your etheric lineage. Do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connections with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and challenges. Perhaps you have a Lemurian connection? This card may also be encouraging you to visit sacred places you feel attracted to. They may have an intuitive message for you. And someday when I can travel, you're damn right, I want to see it all, and I want to go to all the wonderful places and feel all the excitement of the energies there. Just the idea is truly exciting. So, we at 12:30. We're okay. Do we have any These for a message today. Ooh, forge, don't follow. I like that one. Create your own path. That's what I do best. That's what I do best. Okay. One more shovel. Is that all you want to send? Don't go. Okay. Oh, that's okay. Last one. Okay. So we got a few here. So I'm going to see which ones they're calling me to read. But deep forge, don't follow. Portal. Hirie's longing for home, homesick for the stars, trust the timing, and I'm sorry. Okay. So we got forge, don't follow, deep cellular healing, and that's when you create your own path and start going inward. Your path becomes more and more clear outward. Welcome, Carson. And that's when we start healing on a truly deep cellular level. And once we recognize in healing, we are walking portals. Our heart, all our chakras truly are portals, but our heart are walking open portals between heaven and earth. And when we lead from that heart space, a truly open heart space, not only are we giving love unconditionally, thank you, Spirit, we are open to receiving all the love back, which in turn just fills our cup. But we need to make sure we're filling our own cup first, so we're not coming from a place of depletion, and that's really important. I'm not going to read. I will read maybe this one. I don't want to read them all because they can be long, but you want me to read them all? Okay. All right, Spirit. Okay. We're going to go to Forge, Don't Follow. 68. We'll see how we get along the way. I almost went right to it. Okay, so pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. And I love that. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path. And you'll likely not even take the first step. Thank you, Spirit. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you didn't step forward. Likely spam. We're not going to mess with it. So you didn't step forward and take the lead. Let it be the reason that you do. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning to wake up feeling ready. Thank you, Spirit. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. They don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. This is a card for leaders. You're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before. You go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented in the media, step forward for all those who also feel misrepresented. If no one's speaking out on topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experience. Don't look to those who have come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Do it for your daughter. Do it for the younger you. Do it for the leaders who'll follow. When you go first, you make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. Welcome, DJM. How are you being called to forge rather than follow? How can you be the leader you wish you had? I love that. That's it. Enough said there. And then we got the portal. Just portal 96. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards and then a wild card. And who doesn't love a wild card in their life? Welcome, E. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you have been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest. Thank you, Spirit. Confirmation. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on in. What would you most like to experience? 12:33 on the clock. That's a fantastic card. If that's not a wild card, that's why you wanted me to read it, Spirit? Because I did not think it was that exciting. So that was for me and whoever shows up and needs it. But that was definitely a really fantastic card. Deep cellular healing, 54. Almost. You gotta let me get it out first. Deep cellular healing. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways. Thank you, Spirit. To prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby. Treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. Thank you, Spirit. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. Welcome, Sarah. And then the affirmation to go with this is, I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. I wish I had had that out when that lady was here. So maybe I will see if she comes back tomorrow. I'll leave that one out, I think, or at least set it to the side, because maybe that message was for her. So I'm just going to set that one aside, because I think she may come back and watch the video, but I know she was kind of in and out, and I definitely think that could be very helpful for her. So start with, there it is, 74. Hiraeth, hopefully I pronounced that properly. Hiraeth is a Welsh word that's difficult to translate, but it refers to a certain longing or homesickness, a yearning for a home or a place to which we cannot return. This unexplainable, unshakable longing for home is common in starseeds and old souls. Perhaps you've had it since birth. For some, it's a distant memory of a planet, galaxy, or star system in the universe that their soul remembers and yearns to return to, a place they may have experienced more than Earth. For others, it's a longing for the unity of Source, a remembering of interconnected oneness. This yearning can lead some starseeds to travel, searching all corners of the planet to find a physical place that feels more like home. For others, it can manifest as a need to find home in people, communities, and relationships. A journey to find somewhere they truly belong. If you resonate with this yearning for home, but don't really know where home is, you're invited to remember that your soul chose to be on earth. You're being called to fully commit to embodying your life. You're being reassured that you didn't come here alone and that your soul consciously decided to experience what it's like to be a soul in a human body on this planet at this time. You're being called to anchor all of your presence, your personality, your soul, and your spirit in the here and now. To fully commit to living this life right now. Thank you, Spirit. To commit to putting 2 feet completely in. How can you commit more fully to your life? Yeah, don't sit on the fence and don't observe your life. When you start diving in and truly understand that you are the co-creator in this life, you change your own life. And you create drastic change in your own life and for others. Which one was that? I'm sorry. 78. I should have just stayed there because I was pretty close to it. There it is. I'm sorry. And we have defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which both we and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severing, wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how your ancestors or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say, I'm sorry with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame, it's about unwinding the patterning that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? And that's part of the shadow work, and that's going deeper, and it starts truly with just showing up for ourselves and making it part of our self-care routine. And that's why I'm fighting for this so much, and this is why I'm showing up here. And at the end of the day, no matter how this plays out, I'm always going to show up. I'll take personal breaks and time for myself, but it doesn't matter if I have 1 follower or 1 million followers. I'm going to do it because I'm called to do it. And I'll find more ways more ideas. And as I find more ideas and learn more creative ways to express ourselves and show up for ourselves and truly love ourselves and show ourselves that love, celebrate ourselves, I'll come on and share them, and we're going to create habits, and we're going to do it because I have lots of room for receiving, and I have all kinds of love to give unconditionally with no strings attached. Literally take what you need and fill your cup little by little or as much as you need. Come here and spend that time and get the messages. That's just who I am, and that's not going to change. So then we have trust the timing, and where is that? 114. And then I have to pull my angel cards. Oh no, my spirit junkie ones, and then my angel cards. And then I think that's enough for today because I got a lot of stuff to do, and I just want to be prepared. I don't like being unprepared. So, and I can't control anything, but I can control my little area and what I can do here. And as long as I'm doing that, the rest is up to God. So trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. It's funny that I just said that. And I know it's not running out. It's about being prepared and being ready to jump on those opportunities, truly. And then waiting for God to show the way. So often, those who feel like they're here for a reason sense that time is running out, and they spend their life worrying that they might miss their moment. But the only way to miss your life or your moment is to spend your time worrying about missing it. It's never too late to answer a calling, and you're never too old. Thank you, Spirit. The tides of your life are magnificently orchestrated to come in and out in perfect unison. Don't race ahead and ride a wave that was never meant for you. You'll waste your precious time and energy when instead you could be enjoying your life. Everything has a season, and you're being called to trust the one you're in. Don't let impatience, comparison, competition, or paranoia disturb the seeds. It seems that everyone has anxiety these days, constantly scanning for something they might have missed or a possible threat. Keeping our mind and body pointed in the same direction as our soul is near impossible at such reactive speeds. Right now, you're being reminded to take a breath and trust the wave you came in on, to trust the season you're in. Time isn't running out. There's plenty of time. There's no rush, and it's never too late. And that's just what it is, right? We learn as we go, and thank you, Spirit. And healing is not linear. It's something that we do for ourselves and to invest in ourselves and to invest in our lives as a whole and the people we give to ourselves, to God, to Spirit, to our community in so many ways when we go inward and really understand all of the things that we're sowing out into the world when we start doing those things for ourselves. So it's like a domino effect, and it creates such change. 12:44 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Not only does it create change inside, it creates it outside. We're projecting it out. And that just helps raise the vibration of everyone around us, which is just a win-win all the way around. How can you trust the timing of your life a little more? And that's exactly what I was saying. With no matter what conflict I have going on in my life, no matter what chaos, the ability to understand that I could worry about that for 24 hours a day and get lost in that and create more of that, or I could just be grateful that I have the opportunity to learn and do better and find all the better ways, which is what we need to do. And when we come from a place of gratitude, we not only show up for ourselves, we're showing up for those around us, and we're showing up for God and the universe and saying, please show me the way. Thank you for all of the ways you've already protected me and saved me. And in doing that, they weave the most amazing webs to bring towards us all the other opportunities that we haven't even seen yet. So anything in this one? I was gonna just I'm gonna do one more shuffle and then no, wait, postpone. So whoever this is for, I'm not gonna go down the whole list, but wait, postpone, pause, say no. Whatever you're considering, whatever your idea, whatever you're being presented with, wait. Maybe there's a better deal. Maybe there's something, thank you, Spirit, maybe there's something that could be so much more beneficial for you. So if it's not an absolute yes, not a wavering, maybe unsure. If it's not an absolute yes, it's an absolute no. And when you learn that, that's one boundary that you can enforce so easily. But it's so important. We need to do that. And then we have leap. Okay, it's so funny that these are... So, when you wait, it's just saying say no. Wait for the right time and wait, because the universe is going to tell you when to jump. And if you're open and listening and paying attention, they're going to tell you when to leap. And then you take that leap, and that's that. And that's when the journey begins inward. And that's when we start filling our own cup, and we're allowing the universe to fill our own cup. And that's when they start sending in the people that support us, the people that are going to sow into us the way we sow into ourselves and the way we've sowed into everyone else up until this point, right? And still always sowing into other people, but it's a lot easier to sow into them when we're sowing from a full overflowing cup. We never come from a point of depletion. Yeah, so once you take that leap and you start doing the self-care and the work, that's what happens, and that's how things really truly start to make a difference. And then trust your path. Once you make that leap, you're not always going to see the way. It's not always going to be clear, and that's our currency. Truly, it is. It's in faith, right? The universe and God say, no matter what happens, no matter what, if you give it to us, you've done your work. You can't just say, God, handle it, the universe, handle it. You got to show that you learned the lessons along the way, and you got to do your part. And when you've done everything you can do, that's when you say, okay, I've done my part. Everything that I've learned to this point, I've done what I could control. I now give it to you, God, and I trust for you to find me the path, clear the path for me, and light the way. And even when you don't always know where it is, God's going to tell you how to get there and show you. So you just have to use faith as your currency. And truly, if you want to know my life story, you can go back. There's many videos, but there's even so much more than that. Like, ask, I'll tell you. I'm an open book. And when I tell you the path and the crazy adventures I've had my whole entire life, good and bad, God has always shown me the way. And every time I didn't listen or was stubborn or thought I knew best is usually when the trouble ensued. So when I say faith is the currency, truly, it truly is. And when you have that, God in the universe shows up for you. And then where are you being called to journey to? And some places, maybe you're in a position like me, and right now you can't afford to go to Egypt and discover all the pyramids and all of the ancient things, and like that's the dream. Those are the things I would love to do. Maybe sometimes we have to start with journeying within, right? Imagining all the places, journeying to the center of our soul and getting to know ourselves. And once we do that, then we truly understand where we're trying to go and where God is going to take us. So, and then we have break the chain, right? As we go deeper and inward and we learn so much more about ourselves, not only are we doing that, we are understanding these programming, this such deep programming, whether it's cultural, religious, class, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, those chains, those traditions, those things that create so much pain and lack mindset and limiting of ourselves, and our imagination and limiting of everything, when we understand that they're not the only option, that there's this option or this option, and then there's this option. I don't want to play that game anymore. I'm going to make my own path. And when we learn that and understand that about ourselves, we gain the confidence. And when we break those chains, man, our ancestors show up for us. Thank you, Spirit. Our angels, our spirit team, God shows up for us because we're freeing our ancestors. We're releasing them of the chains that they were bound by because they didn't understand. Or maybe they did and they only knew so much and could only make it so far. We're completing those things and we're breaking those chains and we're releasing them and we're releasing us. And in doing that, that freedom, we're not bound to anything anymore. And that sense of freedom is something we're doing for ourselves, but we're doing it for our ancestors. We're doing it for our younger, our next generations, and all the people around us, because we're showing them it can be done, and then we're empowering them to do it, and then they release their ancestors and they break those chains, and true, absolute healing then becomes something that we can do, and that's when our soul tribe starts showing up. Not the family we were born with, and some of us are lucky and have wonderful, wonderful family that truly love them, and some are not. That's why blood is not thicker than water, okay? We create our own, okay? And those people that, through history, all the times we've been reincarnated, all those, these are our people, and we're coming together because we all have beliefs and great desires and great ideas to change the world and help the world. And when we do that, those people that can pour into us and we pour back into those, and people that can teach us and empower us, and we can do the same for, they start coming together. And that's when it's not just one. We're not building just one with just one. Now we have many. And when we group together, we're such a united force and a powerful force that the amount of change that we can create in a small amount of time is just, it exponentially grows. And that's pretty damn exciting. And then we have get grounded. When we gather and then we get grounded, we're grounding in this new earth. We're bringing it, our manifestations in, and our manifestations are peace and gentleness and love and unconditional love, on top of all the other wonderful things that can actually help us help others. But when there's so many of us together, we're grounded, we're pulling it in, it's like a magnet. You have this small magnet or this huge magnet, and the more we group together and show each other and empower each other and lead the way and create these paths for each other, we become this magnet that just grows and grows and grows, and we're pulling all of our manifestations in and raising people's vibrations and helping them pull theirs in, and in turn we're bringing in our own inheritance and our natural God-given abundance that we were rightfully given, and the programming keeps blocking us from. So every time we start doing the work and the healing work and all the things that we need, we start bringing in our people and magnetizing all the things and wants and desires and dreams and wishes to us. And in turn, we bring in our people that help pull that in for us and for them. And just our gathering gets bigger and bigger, and our magnet gets so much stronger. And we're lifting these people that didn't even know they needed lifting, that are so lost and just need somewhere to start. And by doing that, 12:55 on the clock, thank you, Spirit. When we do that, that's, how we're changing the world. One person, one desire, one celebration of ourselves, and one showing ourselves love at a time. It's such a domino effect that you can't even begin to imagine. We can't even thank you, Spirit. We can't even fathom the exponential growth that happens once we just take that step. And that's what I'm here to do, and that's what I am trying to help others see and empower them to understand, that that little step, that jump, that faith allows us to do that. And in turn, the amount of change and excitement and love, truly. You want me to do this one? Okay. Just give me a couple. I won't read them unless you tell me, but we're getting close to time here. And still have a big day, so let's be nice to me, Spirit. 2 more shuffles, straight out 1. Okay, that one? Okay, what, Eddie, work? 0, 2, 1. Alright, I like it. One card. Nothing is yet set in stone. I love this card, actually, because free will gives us the opportunity to change our life at any given moment, which is pretty exciting. What's that? Mutable moon. I'm going to read this because I already know what it's saying, but this message is definitely for someone that's popping in and out or going to watch the video. So I'm going to take the moment and read it. What number is that? 108. When I read these, even if there's nobody here, I know that people come and watch the videos as needed. So nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting even. That's something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is yet set in stone. And then the attuned to the moon card is, I know that the best will unfold for me. And that's truly how we're walking by faith. Welcome, V. And then additional meanings for this card. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Staying adaptable is the key to success for you now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you become distracted? Time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means to you. In astrology, there are 3 so-called quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. And when the moon is in one of those signs, you know there's going to be more flexibility in a situation. Anytime you pull this card, it suggests there's the opportunity to keep visualizing and affirming what you want, as there's still room for change. So think about what you want and enjoy the daydream. And start manifesting it into existence. If you can dream it, you can do it. Literally, you can achieve it. It's true. Okay, so yeah, we'll do these ones. Just give me a couple because you want me to wait. Okay, I'll do these ones first. I was going to do spirit junkie ones, but we're going to pull these ones because I like these verses. And the spirit junkie ones are a good one for at the end because the affirmations are wonderful. And don't give me too many so I can get through these. Okay, 2 more shuffles. I'm not going to pull those because, yeah, I didn't pop them out. That one was flying, so that one must matter. Okay. I love seeing these anyway. Be the powerful presence of peace. Is that a unicorn? It sure is. I love that. Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares about you. 1 Peter 5, chapter 5, verse 7. Welcome, Madison. And then we have embrace adventure in your life. I love this so much. Jesus said, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to those who are like these children. Matthew 9:14. Now, these verses are ones, go look them up, go read a little before, a little after, and I'm quite sure if there's a question going on or something you're going through in life, there's definitely a message here that would be very helpful in understanding, changing the perspective, or just motivation. So make the best of every situation. With God, everything is possible. Matthew 19:26. And it's so funny because one of my little messages was you'll see a heron, and that's right here. And look at those wings spread, ready to go. 101 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. I love confirmation. And then bathe in divinity. His coming is as brilliant as the sunrise. Habakkuk 3:4. absolutely beautiful. So just make a note on these. I should be writing them down each day too, so I can go look. Yeah, and I will start making it a point to do that because it's been a little chaotic, and as much as I want to share the message, um, I haven't went back and watched any of my videos because I just um, there's probably messages for me, and I think I just got that. Thank you, Spirit. So I got that message, so maybe I have to go start watching too, or at least looking back on some of the things that they're trying to say to me. And I love this one. This is the Healing Energy Oracle, which is welcome, Nettie. These messages again are so simple, but such a good thing to share and motivational, and they help in the healing process. So, 1, 2, 3. Was that it? Okay. 2 more shuffles. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. 1 more, because that was a little. All right, there. And we got balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I'm the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. Right? We're creating balance. And once you can get to that place of balance and peace, it's the most wonderful thing you'll ever experience. And you'll understand why boundaries and self-love and self-care come into play in such a strong way in your life. Because once you acquire that peace, you'll defend it to the end of the earth, and you will do what it takes to maintain that. You're not going to allow all those things to be chaos, and allow the chaos to disturb your life, truly. Sorry, I don't know what that was. That was a really big bang. I hope it's next door. Okay, so one step at a time. I see the mountain ahead and dedicate myself to taking one small step at a time. I make progress by staying focused on the present moment, the current task. Thus, I regain my ease of living, and that's what it is. And once you find that peace and being in this moment, here, now, the present is a gift, truly. Like all those, I want to say cliche sayings, there when you actually hear them and listen to them and get to see them and enjoy them and understand them, you truly understand how simple it really can be. And that's the best. That's what I'm trying to teach here, and that's what I'm trying to motivate people to see is it can start with such simplicity, and it can be just that simple. We just have to make the step, truly. And then elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. Thank you, Spirit. I use my spiritual strengths and my knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. And that's right. Once you do the work, you do all you can, and then when you're unsure, you don't know where to go, you give it to God. Just give it to God, and they will light the way. Inner strength. Nothing moves me from my path to the light because I have complete confidence in myself. I realize my innate qualities and abilities and know that with God, I can do anything. All the power I need is within me. Amen. I love that so much. And it took me a little longer to learn it, but I always had it. And now that I know how to own it and strengthen it and love it and feed it and fuel it, it's truly unstoppable. And that's an absolutely fantastic feeling, just knowing that. And that's because of God and the universe and my gratitude and my ability to lead by faith, follow by faith, and be obedient in all of the ways I know how, and be open to learning new ways, to God and the universe, to my spirit team, to my angels, and empowering others. You had to let me get it out first. Thanks for confirmation, Spirit. And then we have shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Amen. And I just love these pictures. They just, they're so beautiful that even just staring at them sometimes gives you that moment to let your mind drift, but in such a peaceful way, right? Freedom through faith. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. And that's true. Once you have to do the work, you have to do what you can control and only what you can control. And thank you, Spirit. And when you know that you've done everything that you can and control it, that's when you give it to God and you say, I know I've done my part. I've done everything I can do. And now I leave it to you. And put your faith in God. And you have to just know that He's going to find the way for you. Okay. Let's see what archangels have to come and say. I love these ones, and they're just simple messages of what angels show us the love and what ones show out for us every single day. Holy, jump in, okay. And once we know that, it's a little easier to give thanks to them because we know who they are and why they're showing up and what they're calling us to pay attention to. Is that good? We got a lot to do. Well, I don't want to say a lot, but I knew it. And I love that so much. Okay. So we have, I'm going to, if I butcher these, respectfully, I apologize. Archangel Perlimik. Let nature soothe you. Serve the nature kingdom. Get out in nature. It helps ground you. It is so beautiful. Allow nature to show you just all of the amazing things that the universe creates. I forgot to do my crystals one. I'll do them tomorrow. Archangel Raphael. See with enlightened eyes, open to abundance. And when we're open to that and we see beyond all of the other things that can create anxiety, and we stay in the here and now. We stay in receiving mode, and we're open to all of the things they're sending our way. Abundance in love, in health, in knowledge, in enlightenment, in strength. There's just a million ways that abundance comes in. Don't ever limit the universe in what they're trying to send your way and what gifts they want to share. Be grateful and be open to it, and let the universe truly delight you in all of the things that they're showing you that you deserve. Just be open and be grateful and give thanks and share that love throughout the world in whatever manner you may be able to give, right? 1:10 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. Archangel Azrael. It's time to let go. Prepare for change. That's right. Don't hold on to anything, release it, especially old patterns, negative thinking, obligation, thank you, Spirit. All of those things, when we let go of that and prepare for change, we're getting excited for the new adventure, the next chapter in our life, and we're letting out the old and we're making room for the new, which is truly, truly exciting. Archangel Raguel, be fair in all situations. Resolve your conflicts. That's right. Nobody wants to have conflict all the time. And when you do your very best to resolve them, being a mediator and truly trying to see all of the sides of the coin, it takes practice, and it takes getting quiet, and it takes being accountable. Because if we're not accountable for our own side, how can we see anybody else's side? 111 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. And if there's times that, thank you, Spirit, you gotta let me get it out first. If there's times that we've done all that we can to resolve the conflicts, and we know we can look at ourselves with integrity and know that we've done everything in our power on our end to resolve the conflicts, then we have to leave it at that, leave it at peace, give it to God once again, and walk away in peace with no hate, no revenge, no negativity in our heart, and just understand we did all we could with love, and the rest we have to leave with God. And when we do that, the conflicts will resolve. There will be a way to find resolution. And even if we can't do it, God will find it for us. So welcome, Girl Mom. And then we have Archangel Mallory. Remember who you are. Take action when ready. And that's right. As you heal, you build the confidence, and you create the confidence within you to be your own leader and to do what you need to do. And when God lights the path, the universe lights the path for you. Truly, you gain the confidence to make the leap and do what is necessary, and create your own adventures and your own stability and your own path on earth, and your palace outside the castle, so to say. And that's pretty exciting. So don't ever be afraid. Remember who you are. Remember you have the strength to do it. Seraphim, Seraphiza. Relax and open to source. Keep your heart open. That's right. When you stay open to source, you're always open to receiving. And when you're open to receiving, that means they can gift you in so many ways. Thank you, Spirit. And don't ever put a limit on it. Don't put a time period. It's all in divine timing, and just allow the universe to surprise you. Allow God to show up for you in the same ways you are a testimony for Him every day, in the same ways that you're grateful to Him every day, in the same ways that you show up for yourself and for others. Let God show up for you. Thank you, Spirit. And trust me, God is excited too. And God, if there was ever a peacock on this planet, God is the one. God is the one that when He shows out, He's gonna go all in, show out, and literally create miracles out of nothing, just to show us and the world truly what walking testimonies we are. So that we can give more thanks. Thank you, Spirit. And no matter what I'm going through in my life right now, if you truly want to have an idea, I am a walking testimony of miracle after miracle after miracle. All the things I've survived and overcome should have never been possible. And they were only possible because of God. And God sent me my angels and my spirit guides and my ancestors to help me along the way. And they don't play about me. And they don't play about me because I show up for myself. And even when I didn't really know how, I showed up for myself, even from a place of exhaustion and not knowing. But now that I know, I show up for myself, but I also show up for everyone else, and I share it as I learn. And that's why they show up so strongly for me, because I'm not gatekeeping secrets. My way is not the only way, but it's a way to get started, and it's a way to shine a light for those that are lost and unsure. And I show up every day, at least for this 21-day challenge, and then who knows what the next 21-day challenge will be, but I'm sure God will show me along the way, and that's pretty exciting. So, but I show up, and I'm open to receiving, and I'm open to everything God and the universe want to show me. So I don't know who Nas is, but I can ask in a minute. Everyone's destined for it if you put in the work. You just have to heal and be open to source. I think I literally just talked about that 2 seconds ago. You might have came in just a little late, but give me a second. I'll pull a card for you. I got a few minutes. Archangel Muriel, trust your own wisdom. Have faith in your own psychic impressions. Maybe that one was for you. If you're destined for financial abundance, we manifest our own abundance. So if you're doing the work and getting rid of the negative mindsets and all the programming and understanding that you create your own path, absolutely, because the universe will show you the way to your abundance as long as you're open to receiving it. So it depends on the work you're willing to put in, truly. I love these ones. A couple more. Okay, 2 more shuffles. Don't get crazy because we have to be quick. I want to pull the last one and do... Okay. No more. I know. You know I love these ones, so I'm not upset about it, but I can't just talk about them. I'm just going to read them quickly, and everyone can get the message from there. I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. And it's an easy thing to do. Don't start talking about them. Just read them. I claim my desires. I hold great visions, and I am ready to receive. I love these. I celebrate all the greatness in my life. That's right. No matter where we are, there's something to be grateful for. So, creativity flows from me. I am a divine creator. Amen. Ooh. There's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I'm being guided to learn and grow every single moment of every single day. All that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. Amen. Welcome, Pop. My power lies in my peaceful presence. And that's right. When we understand and we're present here, we're not anger, we're not anxious, we're not resentful, we're not any of those things. We're here and we're happy and we're safe. We're here now in a peaceful, loving place. And in those moments, that's where, we're at our absolute optimal place for receiving and manifesting our dreams and all the wonderful things. Listening, open to spirit, listening to the past they want to create and the gifts they want to give to us. So I bring peace with me wherever I go. And when you stay in the present, in the here and now, it's a lot easier to do than one could imagine, truly. I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. And these are affirmations every single day. If you have something to say and a story to tell, speak your truth. Because when you speak your truth, there's somebody out there that needed to hear it. And there's somebody out there that can learn from you. And there's somebody out there who you speaking your truth can save and show them there's a way. So don't ever think that your voice or your truth doesn't matter. Because your truth it's a key for somebody out there. You might not know who it is ever, but it's a key. And the more you speak it, the more you share it, the more you help somebody out there, and you're changing the world one key at a time, one amount of unconditional love, one gift of voice, of truth at a time. And that's pretty fucking amazing. So I'm ready to go big, rise up, and step into my power. And it also, yes, it makes you very, very, very much more confident and stronger in your truth. It empowers you more and more every day, and you empower others every day. And of course, when that starts to create a community, 121 on the clock, thank you, Spirit. When that starts to make a community, we begin to get stronger and more empowered and more confident, and we speak to greater amounts of people, and we can change more and more people's lives truly with simply speaking our truth and just being our most authentic selves and being grateful and being an open source for God, the universe, our spirit team. It comes naturally. It becomes like breathing. Truly, the more we practice, and that's the goal. I accept the gifts I've been given as a high service to the world. And I want to say I'll show up every day here. It's not going to be every day. There'll be a few days off here and there because we all need social media detoxes and things. And we need your own peaceful moments. M122 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. We need the ability to have that peace so we can be a more open connection and we don't deplete ourselves. It's so important to be coming from a place of overflow. And the more we begin to understand that, the better it is for everyone. So I gotta hurry because I'm running out of time. Guidance is available to me now. I know that angels, ancestors, and spirit guides are always at hand. I do not walk alone. Thank you for confirmation, Spirit. And that's true. They walk with me and they stand with me every damn step of the way. They keep me strong, they keep me humble, they keep me happy, they keep me loving unconditionally, and they keep me strong. And now that I know how to fill my own cup and go to them, if there's ever days where I'm not feeling so strong or I just need a little help, they show up. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. They show up. Not only do they guide me, they protect me, they fill my cup for me, and they light the path to show me the ways that truly I can do it for myself, and they empower me to help others. Okay, that's a little much. We can't go all those. I shuffled them. Okay, last one. Is that it? Perfect. Okay. Some of them are quick. Some of them may or may not be, but damn, why I had to do that? So, I am abundant. I am powerful. I am worthy. Say it every night and as often as possible. And then angel number 35, look that up. That might be of importance. And that's the way why it's blank. So when we look it up, when I pull these like this, then I look it up for myself. And sometimes I fill it in if I have time. Other times it's just a reminder to look it up. Heavenly light opens my crown and my brow chakras. I resonate with the eternal wisdom of my soul. I am divinely guided. Thank you, God. And then angel number 737. Angel number 1717. Spiritual awakening and enlightenment, urging you to align with your higher purpose. The 1 is new beginnings, manifestation, taking the first step towards your goals, and then a new chapter. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. 7 is spiritual awakening, intuition, introspection. Trust your inner wisdom and explore the depths of your soul. You have the power to tap into your divine gifts. You're on the right path towards spiritual growth and self-discovery. In love, release expectations and accept both yourself and others as imperfect beings. Love isn't perfection. It's about embracing each other's flaws and accepting them unconditionally. Confront any fears or insecurities that may be holding you back from experiencing true love and deep connections. And then we have angel number 41. And then we have angel numbers 88, 33, 22, and 99. So some of those might be something that will help you on your path. And this is the breaking soul contracts. How to forgive, release, and let go. Picture yourself tearing up the contract with this person. You tell them, we tried. We really tried. It didn't work. See yourself tearing it up and throwing it away and say, I forgive you, I release you, and I let you go. And that's for yourself and for them. And then, of course, there's I am enough. And we all are. We were born that way. We were always enough. And don't ever let somebody tell you different. And find your study. Whatever it is that you want to learn, whatever it is that piques your curiosity, allow yourself to find it and do it selfishly. Do it for you, and understanding that when you're doing it for you, to nurture your soul and to enlighten yourself. As you learn, you share. Naturally, as we learn, we teach. So, what you're learning, you're teaching the world as you go, and you're leading by example, and that alone is going to change the world. Thank you to my spirit team for always supporting me and helping me be kind to myself and learning ways to be more open to you. I truly can't wait to be able to connect and speak freely with each and every one of my team that patiently protects me while waiting for me to figure out how to get closer to you. And they're always there. They're truly always there. You just don't even know. And when you start understanding that, and you allow them to help guide you, and you listen to them, things drastically change in your life. 12:12 on the clock. Divine guidance and support on your journey. Your spirit guides are trying to communicate with you. You're on the right path for spiritual awakening. Thank you, Spirit. The 1 is new beginnings, ambitions, and manifestations, individuality, leadership, and taking charge of your life. The 2 is balance, harmony, and partnerships. It signifies the importance of cooperation, diplomacy, and finding peace within yourself and your relationships. Together, it's a powerful message of balance, growth, and spiritual awakening. Stay positive along the path to fulfillment and trust you're being guided by your guardian angels. In love, positive changes and new beginnings. A sign your love life is due for a shift in a perspective in a positive direction, while also letting go of toxic relationships that no longer serve your growth. Stay positive and open yourself up to new romantic opportunities. Your angels are guiding you towards a deeper understanding of love and helping you attract a partner who aligns with your spiritual path. If you're on a twin flame journey, a sign your twin is drawing closer. Stay patient and trust in the divine timing of your reunion. It encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace new opportunities. A reminder to trust in yourself and the universe and to stay focused on your goals and aspirations. And then we have angel number 4. Try not to lose sight of that. Okay. Try not to lose sight of that. Passion? Maybe? A symbol of drive and passion. Naturally, it highlights your purpose and rekindles your determination, diligence, responsibility, endurance, and hard work. It's attributed to the aspect of practicality in your life. It deals with your drive and amplifies it to help you reach your destination. It checks at every step how you get your work done. Therefore, it taps into your qualities of devotion, seriousness, and persistence. Thank you, Spirit. It also inspires you to be responsible and dependable. Number 4 resonates with the energies of archangels, which means their assistance and protection will keep you safe from any harm on your journey. And I know that to be true. Thank you, Spirit. Blessings of the Ascended Masters. Comfort during confusing times. A symbol of protection. You can continue your work with focus and determination. They will ward off negative thoughts and energies from you and keep you safe from evil. Also rest and enjoy life. And enjoy the work. Enjoy the process, technically, is what it's saying. In what way am I making decisions based on beliefs and programs from before? And then we have healer. These are small messages, things you can look up, things to help along the way. The 12th house, psyche. Considered the unseen realm, this domain, the last house in the cycle, contains all things that exist without physical form. Dreams, secrets, emotions, along with affairs, addictions, and psychological ailments. The 12th house is considered the most psychic, spiritual, and mysterious area of the birth chart. Those born with planets in this area are often highly intuitive individuals who encounter psychic and spiritual experiences. Transiting planets invite us to release what is no longer working, take a deep look at our emotional truths, and find time alone to rest, recover, and recuperate. And then we have, I am grateful for my good and the riches of my mind, and gaining clarity to speak with intention. And that 1:31 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. And that's self-expression. And then faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Thank you. That's a wonderful thing to close with. And I'm just going to do this one because we've been talking too about spiritual hygiene and doing things. This not only helps us, but it also helps those who maybe don't understand how to do that for ourselves, or for themselves. So this is just a simple way that we can call back our energy and not be taking and completely draining people of their energy along the way. It's a very simple thing, and it's a good thing. It just basically resets it to zero for all that is good, right? Thank you, Spirit. I call back any lost soul fragments, power, or light now. Any vows, soul contracts, hexes, or programs from the past or present, from this life or others, that are not in the highest good of all, I relinquish now. Any power or light that I have willingly or unwillingly given away or had taken from me, I call back now. Any cords or attachments from this life or others, I release now for the highest good of all. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Now, when we do that, because we're calling it back, we're not returning negative things to people. We're not doing return to center, none of that stuff. And I know this because it says for the highest good of all, which means we're not sending crap back. 1:33 on the clock. We're not sending that back to others. We are transmuting the negative stuff and turning that into something good with movement, changes in energies. Welcome, Sophie. And when we pull back our power and we make sure we send back other people's power for the highest good of all, we're literally saying we're not sending negative, we're not doing negative things. We're keeping everybody at zero. We don't want to take more than we need. And when you take only what you need and you leave the rest for others, thank you, Spirit, you allow everybody to fill their cups fully and wholly without depleting somebody else. And then we all become a state of overflow. And that's when true change takes place. And it does it so quickly that we can't even begin to imagine, exponentially, when we only take what we need. So, okay, I will be back tomorrow, and hopefully things are exciting, and the new adventure is becoming more and more exciting for me. Thank you, Spirit. And I believe, as I was told, it might be day 21, not day 19. That means I'm 2 days ahead, which is pretty wild. But just in case, we're gonna do what we need. So I love you guys. I hope to see you tomorrow, and I hope there's some good messages in here for you today, and come back tomorrow and see if there's a message for you there. I love you guys. Have a good day.